People always ask me how I do so well in medical school while raising kids with my beautiful partner, Haley, while being on an island in the middle of the Caribbean. And the real answer is I built a study system where I can be a dad, I can be a medical student, and still stay sane. And honestly, if I can do it, anyone can. And now let me show you exactly how. So in this video, I'll be breaking it down into 3 parts. So the first one being how I built my study system in the chaos of moving. Second, the exact habits and study strategies that get me the top scores in medical school. And third, how I balance medical school with life, realistically, not perfectly. So part 1, how the system was born. So when I started medical school, I moved to the Caribbean with my whole family, and we were living here. New routines, toddlers, groceries, bills, all while I was learning how to study at the medical school level. And that chaos really forced me to build a system super fast. And this isn't a perfect routine, but it's a super functional system. And this system is something that I could rely on in really any part of life. If the kids get sick, or even if we just want to do a beach day. This is the secret that literally changed everything. I built the concept of lanes. So with lanes, I realized I couldn't juggle everything at once, but I wanted to. In medical school, you do need to study at least minimum 8 to 10 hour days, pretty much 7 days a week if you want to stay on top of the material. But I wanted to do other things. And also my non-negotiables was my family, was taking care of my kids and living life with my family. So I built these lanes, mental containers for different parts of my day and also different parts of my identity. So before, when my family was on the island, I had my study lane. So this study lane was every single day, except for the weekends, from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day, no lunch break. I brought some snacks with me and everything, but from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., I was just locked in. Then, of course, there was the family lane. The family lane was 4 p.m. to bedtime. You know, we cooked dinner, Haley cooked dinner, and I played with the kids. We went on scooter rides. We just did various things, whatever we wanted to do and whatever I wanted to do with the kids and Haley. And whatever lane I set out to go into, I stayed present. When I was hanging out with my family, I wasn't thinking about a concept that I couldn't really get down. Now, the one thing though with my study lane though was I did study in the area that we live in. So I was fairly close to the house. But if my partner needed anything or the kids needed anything, then I was there for that reason. And with these lanes, I just kept on building more lanes. And that would allow for me to just be fulfilled in life. I wanted things that filled my cup. So, you know, I would have a fitness lane, or I would have a social lane. But even though all of the lanes work together within the 24 hours of the day, the lanes don't have a specified time necessarily. You work when you're motivated, and you just take a break when you're just burning out a little bit. And that doesn't mean you just stop working, but it means that you can take a break and then you could just try to get back to it. But if you do a 4-hour study block, don't stop yourself because you think you should take a break. Especially in medical school, you just have to grind out those 4 hours and then take a break. Or if you only study for 5 minutes or even 2 minutes and you read a couple sentences of the first chapter, that's also okay. And that's also part of it too. Medical school isn't about doing everything. It's just everything that makes you the most efficient as you can. And that doesn't mean only studying. It's still doing other things, reaching out to family, calling your family. But this is where I created something that's called the minimal viable system. This is about doing the minimal essential steps that you need to do in each lane that would guarantee progress. So not perfection, not even success or anything. It would just guarantee progress. So even on your worst days, you can move forward. So that might be, watch the lecture. No notes or anything, just watch the lecture. And now you can't always be doing the minimal every day, and you won't feel fulfilled if you do that. But just in general, something goes on back home, or you're really sick and you do the minimum, you'll still feel like you're progressing, and you are progressing. It's better than just doing nothing. And my minimal viable system in the study lane was to do all of the lectures of the day that day, even if I were to just listen to it on 2 times speed or 2.5 times speed, and get a general consensus of what the lecture was about and do my mind maps. This is also the thing too where I used Parkinson's law. And this is where you fill out the time that you've given yourself to finish a task. So if you give yourself a week to finish assignment A, you'll probably take a week. This seems almost simple and sort of odd, but it does work. And just think of the last time where you had to cram for an exam and you actually got everything done, even though you were behind. Yes, you might have not gone over it the best you could have, but at least you got through it. And if you were given a week, you might, be a little bit lazier, stretch out a lecture for a couple days. And that's what the lanes helped me with. I only gave myself 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. So that's all the time I had. So I wasn't cramming, but I was trying to make it as efficient as possible to study in that time. So then creating lanes in your day will naturally shape how you show up. So when you design your life around lanes, which are also your identity lanes, you end up using the same 24 hours, just way more intentionally. And these lanes, they hold the structure for you without squeezing you. And you do the work based on the main goal of that lane, and then you move on. So this next part, this is where life changed completely. So now I only have one of my children on the island with me. It's just me and him. And that is very different, but the system didn't change. It just adapted. Life looks different now. I'm way more social. I'm way more relaxed during the day. And I just feel like I have all the time in the world. But that's the scary part too. I feel like I have so much time to fill, and it's scary for me to think, wow, I have all day just to study. And again, with Parkinson's law, it's like this never-ending day. And if I only have one goal of studying, I just get lost. And I think, what else can I do? It just becomes a bit messy. That's why the lanes really, really help. And so now my study lane is occurring in pockets throughout the day. So it's not like this big 6 to 8 hour time block or anything like that, but it just happens in pockets. He sits beside me in class, and he just plays Play-Doh, plays on his tablet, does activities. It sort of doubles as a family lane as well. The lane is still intact, but flexible, but also directional. I'm still making progress. And then of course, when I'm home, making dinner, baseball in the house, scooter rides. We go for runs every evening now. That's our new thing. And that's been really fun. So my MVS, the minimal viable system and effort, is the reason why I'm still moving forward, and the reason why I am able to do this YouTube channel. I am still, this is sort of my creative outlet, and this is why I still do so well in school. It's not about grinding 12 to 14 hours a day where it's never ending. It's just about having a repeatable system for all seasons of life. All right, so if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. And well, I just decided to end it there. I didn't go over my mind maps or my specific study strategies, but I will be making a full video just on that. But that's it. Thank you for watching my video, and we'll see you in the next one.